For those of you who hate people who run the meta, maybe Registeel, Galarian Stunfisk, and Azumarill, I want to introduce you to Pelipper. Pelipper can beat Registeel, Galarian Stunfisk, and Azumarill. That is groundbreaking when it comes to the Great League. What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video we have a massive information update from Niantic. As you guys can see over there on the far side, Niantic has released the game plan for Season 3 of Go Battle League. If I'm being honest, guys, there is a lot of amazing stuff happening in this. So down in the comments, there will be timestamps linked to different aspects of this video, along with a link to the post from Niantic. So we're going to go ahead and dive into it. But today's subjects are going to be the league dates. We're going to give you guys all the dates for Season 3. Then we're going to dive into the new leagues coming to Go Battle League, plus the preliminary rankings for those leagues. We're also going to talk about the quality of life updates and rewards. And then we're going to dive into the PvP move updates and move pool updates that Pokemon are getting. So let's go ahead and get right into the video. First up, we have the league dates. So the Great League will start on Monday, July 27th at 1 p.m. PDT and run until Monday, August 10th. That's going to be the Great League. Then we have Ultra League and its Premier Cup, which is amazing. As you guys can see right down here, Ultra League is having a Premier Cup. So just like Master League in Season 2, where we had Master League and Premier Cup side by side, you guys can opt to fight in the Premier Cup or the Ultra League, which is going to be amazing. The Ultra League meta for Premier Cup is going to be a lot of fun. So those dates are going to be August 10th until August 24th. Then we're going to be going to the Master League, which will also have its Premier Cup again. That'll be from August 24th until September 7th. And then after that, all three leagues and the Premier Cups for those leagues will be coming back from September 7th until September 14th, and then that's when Season 4 will start. Will be on Monday, September 14th. Now, Niantic also said this is subject to change, just like we saw in Season 2, where they had to bring down Go Battle League. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully the league runs pretty smooth this time around, but those are all the dates for you guys. Now let's go ahead and talk about the new league. So PvPoke did a rough simulation. I want to emphasize rough, as it does not include the updates that we're going to be talking about with Pokemon who are getting updated moves, or the new moves that are being updated as well. But as you guys can see, this is the Premier Cup for the Ultra League, a first glimpse at what it could look like. As we see there at the top, Venusaur and Swampert are looking very strong, along with Gengar. So hopefully you guys got your Gengar with that Shadow Punch, as it's going to perform extremely well in the Ultra League. But I also don't want you guys to feel discouraged if you don't have the Community Day move Venusaur and Swampert, because something like a Ferrothorn can handle those as well. As you guys see at number 9, Ferrothorn, being that grass steel typing, is going to do pretty well. So this league is going to be a lot of fun. Again, these are rough rankings, everyone. It does not include move pool updates or anything like that, as the information of those moves have not been updated in the Game Master, so we do not know yet. But this is just the first glimpse. I'm really excited about this. The Ultra League is a lot of fun, and without those legendaries of Cresselia, Registeel, Giratina Altered, it looks like a blast. But wait, that is not all. Alongside the Ultra League having the Premier Cup, we will have a new cup called the Flying Cup, where only flying type Pokemon are allowed. Now, they haven't told us which league it will be in. More details to come, but that looks really exciting. Now, also, because of the Flying Cup, remember, Go Fest is this weekend, so there's going to be a great opportunity to catch a lot of those flying type Pokemon, maybe potentially some of those shadow legendaries like we've been seeing leaked on Twitter as well. So maybe something like Shadow Zapdos or Shadow Moltres or Shadow Articuno could do really well in this Flying Cup. When we have more information about what the Flying Cup will be, how you can participate, what are going to be the rankings, we will dive into that meta for you guys. But that is just super exciting. Now, we also have what I think is probably one of the best things, is based on trainer feedback, which I myself have given feedback on Twitter, and I know every single other creator has given feedback in videos or on tweets or Reddit posts. They will be removing Battle Until You Win feature in Season 3. That has been the bane of Go Battle League. It is the worst feeling when you guys go 0-5 and you have to continue to fight in order to start a new set. It's terrible, and Niantic has taken it out. So thank you, Niantic, for listening to community feedback and taking that out of the game. Now, we also have some new rewards coming in Season 3. We're going to be getting Pidgeot starting at rank 1, which is pretty interesting. But, I mean, we all have had Pidgeys, we all have Pidgeots, but I want you guys to remember Pidgeot has a Mega Evolution, so hopefully you guys can maybe get that 100% IV or a fantastic PvP IV for Great League, as we do not know what Mega Evolutions will do in Pokemon Go, but you can't go wrong with potentially having a Mega Pidgeot, so that's going to be fun. We also have Galarian Zigzagoon starting at rank 4, Galarian Farfetch starting at rank 7, Rufflet at rank 8, Scraggy rank 9, and then Pikachu Libre as well at rank 10 again. Same with the poses and all of that. So those are going to be the rewards there for Season 3. Niantic has also stated that there will be no walking requirement for Go Battle League for Season 3, which is amazing. So we can continue to do all of the sets possible. Friendship level requirement for batting remotely will also remain good friends throughout Season 3. That's amazing. Avatar items inspired by Pikachu Libre will continue to be in rank 7 rewards, and the battles, wins, ratings, and required to reach rank will remain the same. That means to reach rank 8, you need 2,000 rating. To reach rank 9, 2,500, and rank 10 is going to be 3,000. So that will remain the same for Season 3. All right, time to get into the nitty-gritty of the move updates. Now, like I said before, we do not know the numbers on these move updates as they have not been released as of the recording of this video, but when they are released, we'll probably talk more about who were the big winners here. But for now, we can speculate and think about what is going to be good. We're going to be utilizing PV Poke to check out what could potentially be good, but let's go ahead and talk about the moves. First move we have is going to be Drill Peck. This flying type charge attack now deals more damage, and I think right off the bat, the first winner is going to be Zapdos. Zapdos with Legacy fast move of Thundershock with Drill Peck and Thunder or Thunderbolt, depending, is performing really, really well. And if Drill Peck does more damage for the same energy, that is nothing but a win. On top of that, we'll be talking a little bit more, Empoleon is also going to be really nice, but we'll get more into that later. Next up, Brave Bird. This flying type charge attack now deals more damage. It also severely lowers the user's attack. That is a mistake by Niantic. They have posted, which I'll pop up right here. It actually lowers the user's defense. So your defense will be drastically lowered. But one thing that could potentially be good, right? Blaziken. If you guys remember, Blaziken does have access to Brave Bird. So depending on how much damage and energy this move costs, you could potentially have a nuke right there that could do some neutral damage and could do really, really well. Heck, even Skarmory is looking really good, right? It does have access to Brave Bird. So again, depending on how much damage this thing does, you could potentially be running double flying moves on this thing. Yeah, you'll give up Flash Cannon, but you could have a fantastic nuke right here for Skarmory, maybe after farming down a grass. That could be a big win for this flying type Pokemon. Next up, we have Infestation. This bug type fast attack will now generate energy more quickly. Again, we don't know the numbers on this, but it could be something really good on maybe something like a Beedrill, right? Beedrill has access to Poison Jab, Bug Bite, which is Legacy, and Infestation. So depending on the energy gain here, Infestation could become the new move for Beedrill. It'll help pick up different Pokemon. So maybe instead of with Poison Jab helping against Azumarill, Infestation could help against something like Defense Form Deoxys, and also giving you fantastic energy gain. So maybe instead of having X-Scissor, you could run Drill Run and Sludge Bomb right there for similar coverage, but at a higher energy rate, something that could look really, really strong. Next up, we have Hex, and I think this one is probably one of the most exciting ones. This ghost type fast attack now generates energy more quickly. And the first thing that alarms me with this is that it could potentially be a Snarl clone. There's a lot of fantastic ghost type Pokemon out there, and if Hex does a lot of energy gain, this could do really, really well. The first thing is going to be Alolan Marowak, right? Alolan Marowak always runs with Fire Spin, but Hex, before it got Fire Spin, Hex used to be its bread and butter move. Now, if this move does a lot of energy gain, which again, we don't know the numbers for, it could potentially be very, very good, and maybe you could give up Bone Club for potentially a Flame Wheel. We don't know here, but Hex is looking really strong. But there's another Pokemon that I want to talk about, and that is going to be Drifblim. For my veterans out there, you guys know what Drifblim is capable of. It has access to Icy Wind, Shadow Ball, and Ominous Wind. Icy Wind and Shadow Ball are definitely going to be like your go-to moves right there, which is fantastic. You have a great coverage and debuff move, and you have a Shadow Ball. And if Hex does massive energy gain, Drifblim could become huge in the meta, especially for Ultra League as well. I think Drifblim could be the biggest winner here in terms of the Hex update because of Hex, Icy Wind, and Shadow Ball. So be sure to save your guys' Drifblims if you guys have them and get ready to potentially use them in Season 3. Next up, we have Powder Snow. This Ice type fast attack now deals more damage. So it's going to have the same energy gain, which is fantastic. Powder Snow is really, really strong, but now it's going to deal more damage, and there's a few Pokemon that could really benefit from this. First is going to be the Alolan Ninetales there. Typically you run with Charm, but if Powder Snow is dealing more damage and has a great energy gain, you could have similar coverages and just do really, really well. Now, on top of that, we also have Abomasnow. Now, Abomasnow is also getting a new move, which we're going to be talking about in a little bit. We also have Pokemon like Frostlass. Frostlass is a huge threat, everyone. You guys know Safe Switch Frostlass is very tough to deal with, and if Powder Snow is doing more damage, you could still dominate the league, but we'll have to see. And I think another big one, potentially for Master League here, is going to be Mamoswine. So Mamoswine has some great coverage on Master League. We are in Great League right now just to sift through the Pokemon, but we know in Master League there's a lot of Dragons, there's a lot of Steels, and there's a lot of Flyers. So Avalanche, Stone Edge, Bulldoze is fantastic moveset, and if Powder Snow does more damage, you have an opportunity now to potentially farm down with fantastic energy gain still. So Mamoswine could be looking good for Season 3 Master League. Blizzard. Now this ice type charged attack now deals more damage. Okay, so Blizzard is already a nuke, but it's going to deal more damage. That is kind of ridiculous. So there's a lot of Pokemon that can benefit from that across all the leagues, so we're not really going to dive into too much, but Blizzard is now harder hitting, so it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. Flash Cannon, this steel type charge attack now requires more energy, so a slight nerf to Flash Cannon is going to do the same damage, but it requires more energy. I think that is a targeted hit on the Registeel. Registeel has been a dominant Pokemon not only in Great League but in Ultra League, and Flash Cannon now will require a bit more energy. We don't know how much, but that is definitely a nerf to Flash Cannon. And on that same note, Focus Blast, this fighting type charge attack now deals less damage. So similar to Flash Cannon, it just does less damage right here. We don't know how much less, but again, that is probably a targeted nerf to Registeel for Ultra League and Great League, as its charge moves are so overpowered right now in the meta that these slight nerfs could bring some more balance. And finally, we have Moonblast. This fairy type charge attack now has a decreased chance of lowering your opponent's attack. That was needed. As if you guys remember from Ultra League Season 2, Cresselia ran rampant with Moonblast. All you had to do was spam it and you get attack debuffs all the time, so they are lowering the chance that you guys could lower your opponent's attack, which I think is a much needed update. Alright, so now talking about the Pokemon who are getting new moves, Braviary and Close Combat. So Braviary is going to look really, really strong with Close Combat. It is a normal flying typing and potentially really strong for the Flying Cup. But I think there is going to be some unique play potentially in the Ultra League. Reason being, we saw Pokemon like Venusaur, Swampert, Gengar. They're going to be really, really strong. And Snorlax potentially as well to help stop that Gengar. But this is where Braviary could come in. You have Air Slash, right? Farming down those grass-type Pokemon. You have Rock Slide, which is going to do some nice neutral damage and cover some of those flyers. And now you have the opportunity for Close Combat, which is going to be great. On top of that, you're going to be resisting Ghost type moves because of the normal typing here. So Braviary getting Close Combat is a really nice update. Alright, so Abomasnow, the ice type Weather Ball. So this ice type charge attack is fitting for a Pokemon that appears when it's snowy. So Abomasnow is getting Weather Ball. That's then to be the ice version. So again, Powder Snow got an update, and now Abomasnow is getting Weather Ball. That is going to be an ice type. This could be really, really strong. Also, depending on how much damage that Powder Snow does. But with Weather Ball and Energy Ball, potentially, you could do really well in Great League. We'll have to see how it plays out. But that is a great update to a Pokemon that was basically never used. And yeah, it looks really, really strong. Next up, we have Pelipper, the water type Weather Ball. So Pelipper is getting Weather Ball as well, which is fantastic. And I want you guys to take a look at this preliminary thing. So this is Pelipper right now, right? Wing Attack, Hurricane, Hydro Pump. It's not good, right? 25% win rate. That is terrible. But what happens if we give it Weather Ball? So we have given Pelipper Weather Ball instead of Hydro Pump. And like we saw before, 25% win rate, right? Terrible. You never want to use it. Now Pelipper has a 73% win rate. That is huge. On top of that, if that wasn't already amazing enough, for those of you who hate people who run the meta, maybe Registeel, Galarian Stunfisk, and Azumarill, I want to introduce you to Pelipper. Pelipper can beat Registeel, Galarian Stunfisk, and Azumarill. That is groundbreaking when it comes to the Great League. I hope you guys are excited for this, and I hope you guys have some Wingles, because Pelipper is now meta. And finally, Empoleon is getting Drill Peck, which we're looping back to. Empoleon is very weak to those fighting type Pokemon, so having Drill Peck with updated damage could be really, really strong. So you could be running that Waterfall and Hydro Cannon on top of having Drill Peck, and I think we will see the biggest impact potentially in the Ultra League Premier Cup. I think that's where it could do really well, given that it could potentially beat a Swampert. It has Drill Peck for Venusaur, and I think overall it could be really, really strong. That is a great update. So that concludes all of the updated information for Season 3. Honestly, it looks amazing. I think the two biggest wins for this update was, one, taking away the Battle Until You Win feature. That was horrible. It's now gone. Thank you, Niantic. The second is Pelipper. Pelipper is looking so exciting for the pure fact that it beats the 3 most meta-relevant Pokemon in the Great League with ease. So that is going to be so much fun. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this update. What are you guys looking forward to the most? And I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. So, like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.